If you want to take your love of pasta to the next level, making your own homemade pasta is a great way to do it. Here is a step-by-step guide to making homemade pasta that is sure to impress your family and friends. Ingredients: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 large eggs, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt. Instructions: begin by creating a well in the center of the flour in a large mixing bowl. Crack the eggs into the well, and add the olive oil and salt. Using a fork, begin to whisk the eggs, slowly incorporating the flour until it becomes too difficult to stir with a fork. Begin to knead the dough with your hands, adding flour as needed to prevent it from sticking to the bowl or your hands. Continue kneading the dough for 10 to 15 minutes, or until it is smooth and elastic. Once the dough is smooth, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it rest for at least 30 minutes. This will allow the gluten in the dough to relax, making it easier to roll out. After the dough has rested, divide it into 4 equal pieces. Working with one piece at a time, roll it out into a thin sheet, either by using a pasta roller or by hand using a rolling pin. Once the dough has been rolled out into a thin sheet, use a knife or a pasta cutter to cut it into the desired shape. You can cut the pasta into long strips for spaghetti or fettuccine, or into small squares for ravioli. Once the pasta has been cut, let it dry for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the thickness of the pasta. Drying the pasta will prevent it from sticking together when cooked. To cook the pasta, bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Add the pasta to the pot, and cook it for 2 to 3 minutes, or until it is al dente. Once the pasta is cooked, drain it, and toss it with your favorite sauce. Homemade pasta pairs well with a variety of sauces, including marinara, alfredo, and pesto. Making homemade pasta can be a labor of love, but the end result is well worth the effort. Not only does homemade pasta taste better than store-bought pasta, but it is also a great way to impress your guests and elevate your culinary skills.